what we have always been known to do with people, particularly the newcomers, is to, bring you up to date about the P1 brand, what the P1 brand is all about, the kind of business we do here, and what is in the business for you. So I will urge you all to put your phones on silent. If you have your pen and paper, I really appreciate you pen some things down, because this is a session that is going to change your life positively. I won't be the only one doing the talking to you today. I want you to learn from someone who actually walked into this very building, listen to a section like this, take the business to be her own very business, and today she has grown so much in the business. I hope you all know that it's not an easy task to close a deal. Maybe if I put it this way, you won't understand. Let me put it in a very easy way. Selling 130 plots at a time, I'm sure you all know it's not an easy task. Yes. Okay, great. And that's the reason, or one of the reasons, why today I have to go through the pain of making sure she come here today. So I want to believe you all see the reasons why you need to pay absolute attention to all of the things she will be talking to us about today. How she happened to walk away from nowhere to the point where she is today. I can remember that day when she signed up to do the P1 business. In just a very short period. This is not her first sales. She's been meeting with targets. She's been earning money in form of commissions. She's actually on her way to becoming a homeowner as a P1 business owner. She has traveled to several countries, cuts in this very business, and also she is still doing very well for herself. I'm talking about no other person than barrister OMA LYNDA EKWEM. She will be with us in a short while, but before then, I want to welcome you once again to P1. My name is Taiwo Abibadewale, and if this is not your first time, I'm sure you must have been seeing this face time and time before now. I'm here for the very first time. Can I see your hands? Just wave your hands. This is my first time. I've not heard about P1 before. Somebody just referred me to come around today. I'm so anxious and eager to know what this business is all about. Let's see your hands up. Wave it, be proud, be proud. All right, if you are not a newcomer, please keep waving your hands. Wave. All right, if you're not a newcomer, you've been coming here before, you see, just look around, see the people waving their hands. Do me a honor, in 1 to 2 minutes, please welcome those people. You need to welcome them. Is that how you welcome newcomers? Stand up, welcome those people. Let them know that they have joined a league of happy people. We are always at home. Yes, welcome them. Let them know they have come to a place where their financial status is going to be turned around positively. All right. Thank you so very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Once again, welcome. But before I proceed today, I am a newcomer. I really want to hear about this business. I am going to be giving you an assignment before we tell you what the business is all about. And the assignment I'm going to be giving you today will be that by the end of today's session, I need you to come up with a decision. And that decision must be you creating a picture in your head, telling yourself that yes, I've learned about a new opportunity. And this opportunity is not about me working for anyone. It's about me starting a new business of my own. And this is where I want to see this very business I am starting in so period. I don't know how long you want to set for yourself as a target. For some people it might be 1 month, for some people it might be 1 year, for some people it might be 10 years, for some people it might be 20 years. I don't know what time frame you want to set as target for yourself. But I am going to assure you that this business, nobody is going to toss you around. That's definite. You're not to work for anyone. Rather, every action and reaction you're going to be committing into the P1 business will be subject to your effort. And that effort will determine how much money you're going to be getting from it. There is no need to explain any further. I'm sure we all know there is a huge difference between a rich dad and a poor dad, right? That category, I don't know which of the two categories you want to sit on. But once again, welcome to P1 Business Opportunity Expo, a platform where we are going to be working with you to the level that you will attain the point of being referred to as a homeowner. Invariably, what we're trying to say here is that we are going to help you bring your home ownership desire to reality. Every strategy, every technique that you need to adopt is what we are sure going to be given to you. And P1 is actually an acronym for Property World African Network. Property World African Network. We are a multi-billion naira company. Let me say that again. Maybe you didn't hear it.
Yeah.
We are a multi-billion naira company.
Yes.
And it will so amaze you to know that this company started in March 2012, meaning we are less than 9 years in business. And one thing that will shock you the most is that within 9 years of being in business, globally, I don't mean in Lagos, I don't mean in Nigeria as a country, I mean globally, we have more than 40,000 people benefiting from this brand. You will still get to hear something that will shock you about this brand. But the most important thing is that we started this company in March 2012. And the foundation on which this company is being founded is to empower people. We are not going to come into your homes to come and bring you out to say it's by fire, by force for us to empower you. You will have to show the desire that you really want to grow. You will have to show the desire that you really want to become great. It is your level of enthusiasm that will determine how far you will go. But the foundation is already been laid. The platform is there. And that's why in this business, from the point when we started, we call people independent business development executive, meaning you're working for yourself independently. At a later time, people were being referred to as consultants and partners. But today, we want you to walk around like someone who have a very high stake in this very multi-billion naira company we're talking about here. And that's why we want you to refer to yourself wherever you go to as a P1 business owner. In fact, a very proud one of that. This is not just an ordinary company. This is a company that people, wherever country you travel to, you mention to them that I represent P1. Well, someone who is yet to hear about P1 will tell you what's P1 all about. But I must assure you that if you let them understand that the company you represent happened to be a company that brought about the change in the real estate industry. Maybe you don't know about outside countries, but you're very much aware of your own country, the place where you're coming from. But more importantly, what we are positioned to do as a brand is to groom financial heroes. People who will stand someday to tell people that I can handle any bills that come around me. And I am doing this because I happen to have an encounter with a company called P1. The vision of P1, like I told you earlier, is to make home ownership dream become reality for every well-meaning person. Is there anyone seated in this hall that does not have the desire to become a homeowner someday? I want to become a landlord someday. Let me see your hands up. Don't be shy. I'm sure you know, you've heard about the law of attraction before. What you think about is what you attract. I'm going to ask you that same question again. I want to become a homeowner within the space of 5 years or less. Let me see your hands up. All right, great. This platform is going to help you achieve that. But your determination, it's all that is needed here. Our mission is to locate where affordable lands are in fast developing locations. We bring it to your notice and also that the notice of your clients. We show you the possible ways to make money off our brand, to buy your own land and also build your own home. Invariably, we are going to show you how to make money to become a homeowner through our brand. I really appreciate if you all can do me the honor of saying arise. Let's say it loud. I'm sure you can do better. If we are Christians, I'm sure you know what happened when they say arise. What follows arise? It means we are ready to shine. And that's why we say you must be a proud PWAN Business Owner. Wherever you go to, you say the core value of my company is arise. And because the core value is arise, I am ready to shine. And you must walk by the core values of this company. It's not just a core value for the company. Don't forget, you are a stakeholder in the P1 business. Wherever you go to, you represent this brand. Your action and reaction must walk in line with the integrity of this very company. Because you will be a proud ambassador of the company that you represent. And you are with P1 today. As part of Arise, we have accountability, meaning you should have it at the back of your mind that everything you do, you will remain accountable for it. Just the same way P1 as a company has always been doing. You must be responsible because P1 is always responsible. Integrity is a very, very key thing for us here in P1. You must have the mentality of rendering service to the people you want to make money from. And more importantly, excellence. Those are the things that form the core value of the P1 brand. I told you earlier that this company started about, close to 9 years, March 2012. By March 2021, we are going to be officially 9 years of being in business. And I'll tell you, whenever I get to mention the P1 name or whenever I have the opportunity to talk to people about the P1 brand, I always think about two people. And I have always imagined what other definition can we give to entrepreneurs? If not, taking those people and let them represent the direct definition of entrepreneurship. Do you know the reason why I'm saying this? Entrepreneurs are those people who happen to spot opportunities around them. Am I correct? Go through the pain of transforming those opportunities into a well-paying venture. Am I correct? For themselves, right? Are you with me? Or how about people who happen to go through pain, start a business with a mindset of not just benefiting themselves, but benefiting every individual, irrespective of whatever location you are from that business. That's why I refer to Dr. Augustine Ohumere and his wife, Dr. Mrs. Jane Ohumere, as a true definition of entrepreneur. I'm not saying this because I'm standing here representing the brand that started there. I'm telling you what is absolutely obtainable. And this is it. This couple here, about 8 years ago, going into 9 years, started the P1 brand at a time when they happened to be practically homeless. See, you might not understand this statement. I don't mean they started this company when they are still living in a rented apartment. No. I mean they started this company when they don't even have a space to refer to as theirs. Maybe you don't know how crazy that can be. Squatting from, one friend's house to another. But look at them today. They have started a brand that globally over 40,000 people are benefiting from. And to amaze you, even today, the number will increase because we have new people in here. Somebody must have referred you to come here. Am I correct? And all over Nigeria, we have centers. Meaning all over Nigeria, we have people signing up to do the P1 business. And everyone in this very company stand an equal chance. Nobody is bigger than the other. It might be your turn today to shine. It might be another person's turn tomorrow to shine. Or everybody can even shine together. Because we pay commission almost every day. Like I said to you earlier, your level of effort will determine how much money you're going to be getting off this business. Let's move. So, we started in 2012, like I told you, and we have been able to grow our company from being just P1 Homes to becoming P1 Group. Today, we have nothing less than 16 companies under the P1 brand. And before the end of this month, all things being equal, the number will increase. It will go from 16 to 17 because another company will be started, and it's called P1 Signature. And P1 Signature will be coming to change, the entire narrative about how business is being done in P1 for the past 8 years. Yes, but I'm going to take a chill pill on that until that day when we are going to be doing the home value. So, we started with P1 Homes, then we have P1 Hedge, we also have P1 Plus, P1 Premium, P1 Aven, we have P1 Heritage, P1 Prime, P1 Legend, P1 Stars, we have P1 Lekki, we have P1 Real, we have P1 Pro, we have P1 Advantage, we have P1 Bazaar, and we have P1 Max. Don't forget, I said P1 Signature will also be joining. And the good thing about all of this affiliates is that you can walk into any of this affiliate, ask them, what do you guys have here? I want to know. Add it to your, what's it called? Your catalog. Sell. You don't have to register with them, one after the other. The one-time registration under the P1 group covers you. So hand from any of this affiliates. And more importantly, the people who are managing directors of each of this affiliate are people who got invited, like you have been invited today. They attend seminars like this, sign up, contribute their own effort, and look at where they are. I'm sure you all know what it means to be a managing director of a multi-billion naira company. So I'm going to say it again, that there is an equal opportunity for everyone in this very country. So don't forget, I said the P1 brand happened to be the very first real estate network marketing company in the world. Meaning we are the very first company to bring network marketing into real estate. And everybody is doing it today. It makes it much more easier for everybody to do network marketing in real estate. Normally before now, you all won't be here. It's actually because this brand P1 changed the face of real estate in Nigeria, in Africa, globally. Because we happen to be the very first company to experiment what network marketing can be in real estate. I can tell you categorically, we have started a revolution in the real estate industry by bringing into it something that has never existed before. And that's why all of us can be talking about real estate. 9-10 years ago, if you heard that somebody is doing real estate, how do you look at that person? One house, how do you look at that person? Well, not 419. I wouldn't want you to say 419. They are rich people. If you don't have certain amount of money, you can't do real estate. Do you understand that? But look at it today. Without a penny in your pocket, you can become a realtor. And within a twinkle of an eye, you can become rich. And that happened because network marketing got introduced into it. Alright, there are a whole lot of things you would happen to learn today. I can see that we have our guest in house already. Are you all ready to learn from her? You want to know how she happened to do the one that she's been doing over time, right? Okay, get prepared. She's going to be, mounting the platform pretty soon. But before then, have it at the back of your mind that what we do in P1 is to market properties using the multi-level marketing system. A system that is globally recognized as network marketing. But aside that, we have always been appreciating people because we appreciate effort. And don't forget, I said the foundation on which the brand is being founded is to empower people. Aside the fact that people are making money off the P1 brand, we have a whole lot of other incentives that we will be giving out to you. We have been doing this over time and we are not going to stop. This is a platform where people's life is expected to change positively. Alright, I won't be able to show you pictures from all of the people we've given class to because I have lost count. I've lost count. And this is not about, okay, you've been paid to come talk to us. I happen to be a beneficiary of some of the things I'm going to be showing to you. Look at this woman here. Her name is Jeremy Odusen. This particular image you have on the screen was shot in 2015. And that was when this woman emerged as the first ever brand ambassador for P1. She was given a brand new 2015 model of Kia Picanto. In 2016, we have two people emerged as brand ambassadors. First, we have Mrs. Tosi Adewale. You can see her standing with the husband here. And the good thing about this couple is that they train this business like every other person today. They have their own half year. Talking about P1 staff. The other person that emerged in 2016, we have Mr. Emmanuel Okwefi. He is also today managing director of P1, talking about P1 heritage. And both Mrs. Tosin and Mr. Emmanuel were given brand new 2016 models of Kia Rio. In 2017, 5 awesome people who emerged as brand ambassadors. But this woman here was crowned differently. She was labeled the star ambassador for 2017. Why? Because she happened to be the highest salesperson for that year. And she was given a brand new 2017 model of Kia Rio. 4 other persons emerged that same year. We have the current executive director of P1 Premium in the person of Mrs. Vera Oberabo. We have the managing director of P1 Bazaar, Mr. Alukansi. We have Chinubu Wefule. We have Iola Oinloye, who is the current managing director of P1 Kenya. Among those who emerged for 2017 and 2018, 2 people emerged. Friska Ata and also Funke Kende emerged as brand ambassador of P1. And both of them were given brand new 2017 models of Hyundai Elantra. We are already in 2020, we have a star ambassador sitting. Name is Antonia Chinelo. And she was given a brand new 2020 model of Hyundai Creta. I'm sure you can see. The race is on. Like I told you earlier, the P1 business is a level playing ground for everyone to achieve what's in it. This woman here joined the company in less than 2 years and look at where she is. Tell me one thing she hasn't, gotten from this company since she started. Set the target, you find out there. And I will keep on telling you that what you stand to get off this business will be dependent on the level of effort you're willing to put into it. Where you see yourself will determine where you will get to. If you see yourself becoming a CEO soon, trust me, things will just fall in place for you. Because you will be thinking and you will be acting according to your thinking. Now, looking at some of our people, some of our members that we have been able to sponsor on an all-expense paid trip. Since we started this in 2013, we have covered countries like Ghana, we've covered countries like South Africa, we've been to Dubai, we've been to Mauritius, we've been to London, we've been to Greece, we have been to Rome, that's in Italy, and also we've been to the United States of America. Well, to say pictures speak louder than words, This was shot in South Africa. You can see this was shot in Dubai in 2017. Another Dubai trip in 2019. This was shot at the Desert Safari in Dubai, same 2019. Same trip. And also this was shot in London. And this was shot in the United States of America. And here is also another trip to Ghana, where over 150 people qualified for it. So this is a lifestyle business. You stand a chance to get all of the things that will make your life much more easier. So the level of commitment is what will determine how much you get. You can see people earning performance bonus. You know, this is absolutely outside your direct and indirect commission. You will be earning all of these things based on effort. Your sales effort and that of the people you've recruited to work with will determine how much you're going to be getting. The company will yank down certain percentage from its own revenue to share with you if you are very, very active in this business. You can see how happy people are. You know, there's nothing as sweet as you getting a car from a company, a car you're not even paying for, traveling abroad without you paying for it, getting money that you have not even worked for. But your efforts will determine if you're going to be getting all of this. I said something earlier that here we are going to work with you to the level that you will become a homeowner in 5 years or less. May 1st, 2020, the management of PWAN had a meeting. And the result of that meeting, or the verdict from that meeting, was that we realized that we have been able to empower a whole lot of people. But the question then is, how many amongst the people we have been able to empower so far are homeowners? Don't forget the vision of our company. To make homeownership dream a reality, am I correct?
Yes.
So if the vision of the company is to make homeownership dream become reality, so how many homeowners do we have? No doubt, people are joining, they are making money, they are living better off. But are they really putting that money into becoming homeowners? No. People will make money, the first thing that will come to their mind is how to drive a lottery car. They still feel more comfortable living in a rented apartment. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why should I put money into becoming a homeowner when I can rent a house worth 3.5 million naira somewhere? I'm guaranteed to make over 3.5 million naira annually so I can pay my rent. Now think about you putting that 3.5 million naira into developing a land. The money you would have paid in 3 to 5 years will complete your own very apartment. Do you know that? That's true. So we have put in place a strategy that will enable every member of PWAN to become a homeowner, targeting 5 years or less. And we are going to work with you to achieve this. And that's why we have started the PWAN Business Ownership Program. Who is a P1 Business Owner? And what is the P1 Business Ownership Program for? Number one, this will help you get the house of your own. Aside the fact that you will become a homeowner in targeting 5 years, you can start this to become a landowner or become a homeowner. The land will be worth from as low as 1.5 million naira, while the apartment will range from 15 million up to 60 million naira. Not only that, you stand the chance to choose any location of your choice where you want to have your apartment. And you stand the chance to pay, to structure your payment monthly, bi-monthly, or even quarterly. And you also stand the chance to earn from the people you will be recruited to work with. This is your chance to empower someone. Because what you will be getting will be what they will be getting. What they will be getting will be what you will be getting. Aside the time you will be getting your own apartment, they will also be getting their own apartment. Because you are working towards achieving the same goal. You want to understand this, I'll make you understand. So invariably, a P1 business owner is a member of the P1 group that starts his or P1 business by first subscribing to owning a house or a land within a space of 5 years or less. Now let's look at some of the benefits you stand to get by signing up to become a P1 business owner. Number one, you stand a chance to earn point value. By the way, point value is the current currency of the P1 brand. And I must tell you that 1 PV is equivalent to 12 Nigerian Naira. Do you understand that? Aside that, you stand a chance to accrue point value directly from your monthly deposit and also from the people you will be recruiting. And this won't just be from the people you've directly recruited. It will span through the people they will be recruiting, people the other persons will be recruiting, down to 8 generations under you. Meaning the exact amount of point value each person that form each of the generations from the first down to the 8th generation is what you will also be earning. So you will be earning in huge millions. I'm going to break down the illustration to you so you will understand what I am saying here. And more importantly, we will be paying your cash equivalent, the cash equivalent of your accrued point value to you on a weekly basis, Fridays precisely. But we are not going to be paying everything to you. Because if we should pay everything to you, your journey of 5 years might become an exodus. Or maybe I should say it will become an odyssey. The journey of no destination. But we want you to achieve this within a short period. And at the same time, we want you to make money. And that's the reason why we are going to be paying 50% of your accrued point value to you in form of cash, while the remaining 50% will go straight into your home ownership account. And also, you can subscribe, for your friends, for your kids, for your spouse, any other person you think you fall in love with that you want to, help achieve this. You can sign them up under you and also tutor them on how to go about it. I've talked about you standing the chance to get cars and also get an all-expensive trip. In fact, you stand the chance to get the house more than what you're even targeting for. All right. Before I call on my guest speaker, I need to break it down to you the 12 ways you stand to earn as a P1 business owner. I expect you to write this down. Sure, we all know how our brain is being wired. You might get everything now, but 5 minutes after this session, you can't remember everything. And this is business. I expect you to have it with you wherever you go to. In fact, if possible, until you make your first million from this business, you should be having a sleepless night. Are you ready? All right, great. The very first way to earn by being a P1 business owner is called the direct recruitment bonus. How do you earn direct recruitment bonus? Whenever you refer anyone, whenever you recruit anyone to work with you, the moment the person signs up as a PBO under you, you will be earning direct recruitment bonus. And the figure is 7,200 Naira. We are going to be paying you 7,200 on every PBO you sign up under you as your direct recruitment bonus. When these people also recruit people under them, you stand the chance of earning indirect recruitment bonus. And this indirect recruitment bonus will come in 2 different levels. The first one will be the sum of 5,760 Naira. And when you have your second generation to earn from, you will be earning the sum of 2,880 Naira. Another way to earn is through the direct sales commission. You earn direct sales commission when you close any real estate deal, when you sell plots of land. As a PBO, your earning will span from 5% up to 15%, depending on what category of membership you are on. And also depending on what particular property you are selling. I want to believe we have an agreement. Let's put our phones in silence to avoid distraction. All right. Now, you also stand the chance of earning indirect sales commission, which will come for you in 3 different levels. And the indirect sales commission will come when the people you have recruited happen to close deals. The first level will be 5% for you. The second will be 3%, and you also stand a chance of earning 2%. You see, the reason why I told you earlier that from this very business, you stand a chance of earning from transactions you are not even very aware of. You don't even know if anybody is trying to close a deal anywhere. All you know is you're just doing your own thing and you're receiving a lot. Not debit a lot. Credit a lot. You understand? That's the beauty of this very business. And you're not going to be earning meager amounts of money. You'll be earning massive. Just imagine how much the person who referred our guest speaker will be earning from that transaction. Just imagine. And I'm very much sure that she won't call that person that, please pray for me, or I have a transaction I want to close. She's working for her own money. But somebody somewhere is reaping the dividend of her effort, because she had invested an effort in the person who is closing that deal. What if her upline has shut, her own mouth without telling her about this opportunity? Maybe, just maybe, another person would have told her about it, and that person would have benefited. Now you see the reason why you need to talk to everybody that is coming to your mind as I'm talking to you. Because you never can tell. You never can tell. I don't know, let me sound like a Christian today. Be your destiny help power. Anyway, without wasting time, you also stand the chance of earning center recruitment bonus. Also, you stand the chance of earning center sales bonus. You earn monthly performance bonus. You earn annual performance bonus. Showing you pictures from some of the previous annual performance bonuses that we've given out to some of our PBOs. And also, as a P1 business owner, you are going to be earning, extra point value, which I'm going to be showing to you. But to make us understand what the entire business is all about, the structure of our own multi-level marketing business is called the 5x5 matrix. Meaning every individual who is signed up to do the P1 business is expected to recruit at least 5 persons. You can do more than 5. But if you do your 5 and you work with your 5 to do their own 5, it means within a short period of time you might become a millionaire. But I don't expect you to recruit dormant. I don't expect you to recruit, people who don't have a vision of where they are headed. You need to recruit people like you. You need to recruit people who need money as much as you do, or maybe they need money more than you. And you need to motivate them. So if you do yours and I do mine, before you know it, we all will grow faster and together. So I said you stand a chance to earn point value whenever you recruit anyone under you, and whenever these people also recruit some other persons, you stand the chance to also earn from them. And whenever they put money into their own ownership account on a monthly basis, you still earn point value equivalent of what they have been earning. Now, to do a quick illustration so as for us to understand what this entire business is all about and what is needed for us to benefit. Can we all see? Can we all see this? Can we see it now? Yes. All right, great. Dated back to January 1st, 2020, we made an announcement that anyone that signed up with 1,650 naira will get 1 point value. Do you understand? If you pay your annual admin fee of 36,000 naira, we give you additional 24 point value. Meaning, if you pay this, if you sum this together, you have how much? 37,650, right? And if you sum this together, you have how many point value? 25 PV. Do you understand now? And also, if anyone under you, someone you've recruited, sign up with this, you will earn 1 PV. The same exact amount of PV they are earning is what you will also earn. If they decide to upgrade their membership, you will also earn the same 24 PV they are earning there. And if they decide to sign up directly, as they are earning 25 PV, you will also earn 25 point value. Do you understand that? Now, let's move to the home ownership part of the business. We said we want to work with you to become a homeowner in 5 years or maybe less. And the house you're looking at will be worth 15 million naira. Are you with me? Are you all with me?
Yes.
All right, great. The house you're looking at getting will be worth 15 million naira. But we say you have to do a monthly contribution of not less than 15,000 naira. Now, if you do 15,000 naira times 5 years, how much would that give us? 900,000 naira. Now the question is, if I am contributing 900,000 naira in 5 years to get an apartment worth 15 million naira, where will the remaining 14.1 million naira be coming from? I think we've had enough for today. Right? Can we go? So if you don't want us to leave this place, you need to put your phone inside. I'm trying to act like a secondary school teacher. Do you understand what I'm saying here? The question should be, where will the remaining 14.1 million naira be coming from? Hey, all right, no problems. Let's continue. Now, what I'm about to show you is where these will be coming from. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, great. So, now you want to start your home ownership journey. You want to pay 37,650. That is your registration fee of 1,650 plus the annual admin fee of 36,000 naira. How much point value will you be getting?
25.
Thank you very much. I have brilliant people here. 25 point value. And you are expected to do at least 15,000 naira monthly. And from the 15,000 naira deposit, you'll be earning 10 point value. If you sum this together, how many point values will you be having? Thank you. And we say 1 point value is equivalent to how much? 12 naira. If you multiply 35 by 12, how much will you have? 400.
420. It's 420.
Thank you. 420 now. The moment you sign yourself up, from your own sign-up fee, you're earning this amount. Too small, Abi? Very small. Something you can't even buy a recharge card with. Right? Good. But you need to move away from here. This is not where the money is. This is absolutely not where the money is. I'm just about to show you where the money is. Now this is it. The matrix we run here is called 5 by what? 5 by 5. Meaning every individual is expected to do how many people? 5. Thank you very much. And we said the amount of point value each of these people is getting is what you will be getting, right? So you are getting 35 point value. Now we want to assume that everybody that will be coming into this program will be coming with 15,000 naira monthly. Okay? Meaning from their point of sign up, they are getting how many point value? 35 point value. So you have done your 5 PBOs. And each of them is having 35 point value. If you now multiply 35 by 5, how many point value will you be having? You have a calculator. How many point values? Let's calculate. 175 EVs. Meaning from these 5 people, you are expected to get 175 point value. Now multiply your 175 by 12 naira. How much will you have? 2,000. Don't forget the metrics. It's 5 by 5. This 5 will also have to do their own 5. Am I correct?
Yes.
If you multiply 35 point values times 5 will give you how much? 25, right? You have 25 PBOs times 35 point value. Sorry, I don't do mathematics in school, but I'm going to borrow from here. I know that if you multiply by 12 naira, at this level, you're earning 10,500. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
This is the first level. This is the second generation, right? At the third generation, it's still going to be 25 times 5. So at this level, you have 35 point value times 125 PBOs, because I know 25 times 5 is 125. And multiply by 12 naira. It will give you 52,500. I'm sure at the third level, you could see that it's way more than your 420 naira. Am I correct?
Yes.
At the fourth level, you should be expecting to earn 262,500. Fifth level, you're already earning 1,312,500. Sixth level, you're earning 6,562,500. Seventh level, you're earning 32 million naira. Eighth level, you're earning way over 164 million naira. Now let me give you another strategy to achieving this faster. I've always been telling people this, and if you can adopt it, trust me, it's sure going to work for you. Within the space of 5 years, you get to the 8th level. Give yourself a monthly target. Say to yourself, on a monthly basis, I must do at least 1 PBO on a monthly basis. And while recruiting this person, I'll tell yourself to give yourself a 5-month target. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just give yourself a 5-month target. Don't forget, what you say to people is what they will believe.
Yes.
Because they want to follow your step. If you tell them that you can achieve all of this in 5 months, they will believe you. Telling them that do at least 1 PBO per month, and as you're recruiting that one, the same thing I've done with you, to do 1 per month. Tell them the same thing, to do 1 per month. In 5 months, you're done, right? In 5 months, your first level must have been completed. In about 6 months, you should be close to completing your second level. And don't forget, the only way you can complete each of this level is when the people you've recruited are also doing the same. So you need to work with the people. You need to give them that vision. You need to share your vision with them. Particularly when they really don't know much about your business. When they are new. They want to learn from you. They want to hear from you. They want to see you do the same thing. It is what you do that they will do. Alright, because of time. But before I move away from this slide, I need to let you understand that as huge as this figure might appear to you, this is just the least you stand to earn. You stand to earn way more than what you're seeing. This is absolutely for illustration. Don't forget, we said from 15,000 naira initial deposit, you're earning how many point value? Just 10. What if you now have someone who would decide to pay 150,000 naira? That's 100 point value. So you won't be earning 10, you're earning 100. What if you have someone who decides to start with 1.5 million? That's 1,000 point value. And don't also forget that on a monthly basis, they will be doing their monthly remittance. of nothing less than 15,000 naira. Meaning there is a guaranteed extra 10-point value for you on each of this category on a monthly basis. Do you understand what I am saying now? So we've talked about the direct referral bonus, we've talked about the direct sales commission, and there are other 9 growth levels. If I should take it back now, how many levels do we say you start to earn from? How many levels? How many levels? 8, right? If you add yourself to it, it makes it how many levels? Great. So there are 9 growth patterns. As we are completing each of those legs, there is something for you to also get. Now let me start from here. The first level is the entry level. And that is where you come in as a PWAN Business Owner. That's your first level, where you get to sign yourself up. For you to move away from being referred to as a PBO, it means you must have at least 5 PBOs under you. You must have 5 PBOs under you. Don't forget the metrics. We said you do 5, right? The moment you have your 5, you will no longer be referred to as a PBO. Rather, you will be referred to as an assistant manager. And you can move away from being an assistant manager. That is, you're moving away from the 2nd level to the 3rd level, which is the manager level. You must have done your 5 and work with those 5 to do their own 5. Do you understand what I am saying now?
Yeah.
It means the 5 people you've recruited has also done their own 5. So you will no longer be referred to as an assistant manager. Rather, you will be referred to as a manager. Alternatively, if you are able to do 30 PBOs all by yourself, you will skip the 2nd level to get to the 3rd level. Meaning you will skip being an assistant manager to becoming a manager. Do we understand now?
Yeah.
Now moving away from the 3rd level to the 4th level, which is the senior manager level. The only thing that will take you to become a senior manager is when your first 5 PBOs have become managers. Now let me take it, let me turn it around for you so you will see how easy it is. Normally, it's meant to be the 5 people that you have directly recruited. Am I correct? But in this case, it does not necessarily have to be the people that you have directly recruited by yourself. Provided within your team, starting from where you are downwards, provided 5 managers can emerge from that circle, you will automatically be upgraded to become a senior manager. Now, moving away from the 4th level to the 5th level, where there is a whole lot of incentive. I'm sure the only thing you've been seeing from the 1st level to the 4th level is just title. Am I correct?
Yeah.
But from the 5th level, which is the software manager level, I'm sure you all want to get here. As much as you are working to become a homeowner, I'm sure you will be working towards getting something on the side as well. If you're lucky enough to become a software manager, and the only thing that will take you to become a software manager is when you have grown up to 5 senior managers within your team, with each of those 5 having nothing less than 20,000 point values in your various accounts. We tell you congratulations, you have been upgraded to become a software manager, and the first thing you will be getting will be a paycheck of 1.2 million naira. That will give you options to choose from. The first will be an all expense paid trip for 2. If you don't want that, you can choose to have a marketing car worth 1.5 million naira. Maybe you don't want that. We can give you a land worth 1.5 million. Thank you, madam. We appreciate the distraction. 1.2 million naira in cash. An all expense paid trip for 2. If you don't want it, you can go for a car worth 1.5 million naira. If you don't want that, you can as well go for a land worth 1.5 million. I'm not expecting you to stop at level 5. Because your target is to earn how much? 164 million naira. Am I correct? So you want to get to the 6th level, which is the emerald manager level. The only way you can become an emerald manager is when you have groomed up to 5 sapphire managers within your circle, with each of them having nothing less than 100,000 point values in their various accounts. You will automatically become an emerald manager. First thing you will get from us will be 1.5 million naira paycheck, 1.5 million naira worth of rent subsidy. Then we'll give you a car fund worth 6 million naira. Let me take that in. 1.5 million naira paycheck, 1.5 million naira worth of rent subsidy, and we'll give you a car fund worth 6 million naira. How much is that in total? 9 million naira. Just because you become an emerald manager. Do you really want to stop here?
No, sir.
You want to go a step further? Alright, you can get to the 7th level, which is the diamond manager level. At the diamond manager level, I'm sure you all know what will take you here. You need to groom 5 emerald managers, with each of them having nothing less than 500,000 point values in their various accounts. Number one thing you will be getting, if you happen to emerge as our first ever diamond manager, you get a house worth 30 million naira. We're not going to give you an empty space. That apartment will be well furnished with items worth 10 million naira. You get an SUV worth 15 million naira. That will give you a luxury vacation. Not for you, for a family of 6. Meaning you, your spouse, and 4 children. And we are not going to leave you to travel based on all the money you've earned so far. Rather, we will be giving you a travel allowance worth 6 million naira. A house worth 30 million, well furnished with items worth 10 million naira, an SUV worth 15 million naira, sorry. An SUV worth 15 million, all expense paid trip for family of 6. Then you get a travel allowance worth 6 million naira. Do you still want to stop here?
No.
You still want to go? Alright, we have Oliver Twist in us. Alright, at the 8th level, which is the diamond director level. Well, for you to become a diamond director, you must have been able to groom up to 3 diamond managers in your team. Once you have up to 3 of them, don't forget, it's not necessarily they are coming directly from you, provided they emerge from your lineage. You will be automatically elevated to become a diamond director. Well, I'll need you to pardon me at this juncture. I don't have the privilege yet. But one thing that I know for sure is that you have gone above the ladder of you sitting in the office and they're giving you all the necessary incentives. This one, you have to be on the round table with all the managing directors of the affiliates, the PWAN affiliates, to determine what the benefits will be. That's gone a little above my own level to tell you the privileges you'll be getting on. And also you can also emerge as a national director, which is the 8th level. You could see at this level, the only thing you're seeing is just the medal, Abby.
Gold medal.
I can't tell you what it would even take for you to become a national director. But if you are lucky enough, the management announce you to be a national director, the meeting won't be anywhere here. They have to take you somewhere to go, to go negotiate what the benefits will be. But what I'm trying to let you understand in essence is that you can achieve all of this and more. Just the same way people who had joined earlier before you have been benefiting from this money. And I'll also tell you one thing I've always been saying, that you starting this business, the person who referred you have little or nothing to do with you anymore. Because you don't have to tie your destiny with that of that person. Maybe the amount of money you're looking at earning might be way higher than what your upline is expected to. I would advise you forget about your upline. He or she has done what God has sent them to do in your life by introducing you to a new business. It is now all up to you to say, okay, this is how far I want to go about my own business. So, before I call on my ambassador in Mexico, I say amen for Asha. All right, I said you can register with 1,650 naira, pay your annual admin fee of 36,000 naira, which will give you 24 point value plus 1 point value, that's 25 point value. And you can start your home ownership journey either as a classic PBO, an elite PBO, or VIP PBO. If you're starting as a classic, after paying your registration fee, it means you will be paying 15,000 naira as your initial deposit into your home ownership account. From there, you're going to be getting extra 10 point value. If you add it to your 25 point value, it will give you 35 point value put together. Or if you don't want to start as a classic, you want to start as an elite, after paying your registration fee, you will be paying 150,000 naira as your initial deposit in your home ownership account. That will give you 100 point values automatically. And if you add your 25 point value from registration to it, we are still going to be giving you an extra, point value just because you've decided to sign up as an elite PBO. I know a whole lot of us who might want to start as a VIP PBO with an initial deposit of 1.5 million naira. With your 1.5 million naira initial deposit, 1,000 point value is guaranteed. Plus your 25 point value from registration, we on our part will give you 10 bonus points, and also we will grant you 1 VIP point. Either you decide to start as a classic, an elite, a VIP. That does not necessarily mean that the amount of money you started with will be what you have to pay on a monthly basis for 5 years. You are at liberty to pay any amount of your choice on a monthly basis, bi-monthly or quarterly, provided these figures are not lesser than 15,000. Do we understand that? Yeah. All right, great. So, write this down, take a snapshot of it, carry it along with you wherever you're going to, because you're starting your own business today. And you're going to be meeting with a whole lot of people because you want to tie your destiny to theirs. You want to work with them so as for you to achieve all of the things we'll be talking to you about. Again, if our guest speaker wasn't referred by someone to this business, if she had walked into this company just to sign up to do the business, it means the company will be benefiting from her today. Am I correct? Yeah. Well, the person who referred her to join the company is benefiting from it. Just imagine how much 5% of what you will be earning. I'm not going to say it. I'm sorry I'm burning your table, but I'm sure you have to talk, about how you manage your way to get there, because that's exactly what people want to hear from you today. Without wasting time, to whom much is given, they say,
much is expected.
Much is expected. Well, if you will join me, put your hands together with a standing ovation, because it's rare to see people do something like this. Let's welcome our guest speaker as she shares her awesome experience with us, how she happened to perform all the magic she's been doing in terms of sales and recruitment. She is a team leader, like I said. She has a whole lot of people she's benefiting from. She is also doing what she's transferring to people. And today, we stand a chance to learn from her. Permit me to introduce to you at this moment, Barrister OMA LYNDA EKWEM. Thank you very much. I'm going to be stepping aside at this juncture while I hand you over to her.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are we feeling today?
Great.
You're not great at all. The way you're sounding. How are you feeling today?
Great!
Okay, these people are feeling great. These ones are not feeling great. And in fact, I don't even know what they're feeling. How are you feeling today?
Great!
People at the back are not feeling great. If you're not feeling great, let me see your hand up. Nobody. If you're feeling great, let me see your hand up. You don't see anything now. How are you feeling today?
Great!
Put your hands together for yourself. first of all, I'd like to use this opportunity to thank the management of the PWAN Group under the able leadership. You're not hearing me? The microphone. I don't have a loud voice, so. Can you hear me? Can you hear me at the back? No, don't tell me where to stay. Can you hear me at the back? Can you hear me?
Just try to.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
They said no. How did they hear?
I'm wondering. Okay, I'll try my best, okay? I'll try my very best. And maybe if you're very quiet, you probably will hear me, okay? But probably I might not be able to do louder than this so that I don't lose my voice after today. Alright, so I want to first of all use the opportunity to thank the management of the PWAN Group under the able leadership of our very able GME and Chairman, Dr. Mrs. Jane Omere and Dr. Austin Omere. I want to use the opportunity to really say a very big thank you to them for pioneering this vision. It is a vision, that's the truth. And the vision changes lives. That's why we're all here, right? Am I correct? Yeah. That's why we're here. It changes lives, it makes an impact. It adds to you, it grows you, it even multiplies, it multiplies you, it multiplies your effort, it multiplies your personality, it does so much for you. And for this particular reason, I am eternally grateful to this powerful group, this wonderful group. Can we put our hands together? You know, it is said that whatever you celebrate will come back to you, right? I pray for them every day. I pray for the management of the PWAN Group because the brand has been a blessing to me and my family in no small way. Alright? So I'm grateful to them. I'm grateful to the management of the PWAN Group, all the MDs, all the EDs, the staff, and all our amazing PWAN Business Owners. I think we should just get that together. Thank you very much. You know, in life you have to be excited. If you're not excited, you're going to be attracting some non-exciting things. I think people agree with me. I might be quiet. I mean, I sat here listening to the teaching, to the lectures. I was just so impressed. And I said, so it is possible for God to put such an idea in somebody. And that person carries that idea, is able to bring it to life like this. And people can key into that idea. And they are running with that idea. And they're just being elevated. Isn't that amazing?
It is.
Now, there's a reason why that happens. Nothing happens in life by chance. You need to understand that today. There is nothing like good luck. There is nothing like chance. No such thing. Everything is orchestrated.
That's true.
Now we're all here today listening to this beautiful seminar. It's because it was already planned before now. Did you know that? How many people really know that? I don't mean just in your head, I mean you really know it from your heart. You know that you know. Yeah. So if you know that, you will agree with me that everything happens by design. Personally, I go by that principle. And it's not just a principle, it's a truth. It is the truth. That nothing happens by chance. Everything happens by design. You are in this room today listening to this vision made plain. It is for a reason. How many people agree with me?
We can hear you.
Can we have microphone? Can we get microphone? What do you like?
Maybe you should move to the middle.
I'm still adjusting. Okay.
Let us start the video so we can.
Okay, so you guys sort it out, okay?
They are working out
Sort it out, but we'll continue to have time, okay? So,
Only you know. Let us stay here so that
There's a reason why everything is how it is. You're here today, seated in this room today, listening to this beautiful things we're sharing. It is for a reason. I feel sorry for people that come in here, they walls in and walls out, purposelessly. I mean, without purpose. The only person you're cheating is yourself. And we don't want you to cheat yourself. That's what we're here to do, right? So the reason why you're hearing these things is for you to be able to do something with it. Because you can. Say, I can.
I can.
How many people can? Let me see you say a daring.
I can.
I can.
Yes, you can do it. If you couldn't do it, you're not supposed to be hearing it. Agree?
Yes.
I want you to participate with me so you don't sleep. Agree if you agree, do like this, do like this, do like this, do like this, do like this. Okay, stand up, stand up, stand up. Jump, 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 jump. I'm giving you something that is going to transform something. So stand up and jump. Don't be there and be sleeping. Are you alive? Say I'm alive. I'm alive. Woo! Say I'm alive. I'm alive. Now, thank you very much. You said you're alive. You're alive. Alright, so thank you so much. And you know, what you celebrate will always come to you. What you appreciate will come to you. If you disdain that thing, it will shy away from you. You may desire it from the depth of your heart. You really, really, really want this thing. Well, when you see it, you don't celebrate it, you don't talk about it, you don't appreciate it. Life is not governed by miracles. Life is governed by principles. And by extension, success in the P1 business is not governed by miracles. There's no such thing like that. I'm like busting some people's bubbles, but that's the truth. Success in the P1 business is governed by what?
Principles.
By what?
Principles.
By what?
Principles.
So the next step is, what is the principle? That's where you find out. And how do you find out what the principle is? You stay close to people that are getting it right. You attend meetings like this. You hear from them. You read. You have to read. You study. You improve yourself. You add to your personality. You can never ever have what you are not already. He was talking about Sapphire Manager, Emerald, all those big, like those people that have like, I don't know, 1,000 people in their team. You know, looking at it, it looks like a very far, tall order, right? You're wondering, how will anybody ever get there? But I tell you the truth. If you're able to see with these two eyes in front of your head on a board, you know you can live in the reality of it.
Yes.
Now the question now is how, right? The question I also ask is, okay, well, here we can live in the reality. How do I live in that reality? It is by design. It's amazing how a lot of people, without knowing, unconsciously, they shortchange themselves. You know what I mean by shortchanging? You cheat yourself. You know, you don't even know you just cheated yourself. But you're just moving. But you just cheated yourself. For instance, you're in the P1 business, probably maybe you just got registered and you're here today. The fact that you're even sitting here today means you're committed. It means that you want to know more, right? The people that are at home. But you took out the time here to come and listen because you want to be better, you want to do better, you want to get better results, right? So that is number one sign. So if they were to score you, you're already, out of all the P1, you've already scored the high mark. Now the next thing is, from this point, what is the next point? From this point, what is the next point? I remember one of the first early meetings we had with our GMD, Dr. Mrs. Jane Omere. One of the things she said was that for you to be able to successfully do this business, you must have, she called it discipline and focus. I think that rings in my head all the time. Somebody say discipline and focus. Discipline and focus. Say discipline and focus. Discipline and focus. Say discipline and focus. Discipline and focus. You need loads of that. And the beautiful thing is that while you're learning how to be disciplined and while you're learning how to be focused in the PWAN business, it's going to rub off on other areas of your life. How many people want to You discover that you're actually now more purposeful, you're more intentional, you don't just wake up and walls in everywhere and do whatever the other person is doing. You set your intention for the day and you walk with that thing until when you're lying down back on your bed to sleep. So you begin to imbibe that in your business life with this opportunity, and then you discover that it's showing in your relationship with other people, in your family, in your local assembly, anywhere else, with your friends. It's impacting everything about you. Every single thing about you. I feel that this is a gold mine. I make you feel that way.
Yeah, sure.
Yes. The first thing, you must first of all see this as a gold mine. You have to first of all see this as an opportunity. I saw it on the very first day. Actually, this program, the PWAN Business Owners program, home ownership program, was launched on my birthday, 1st of May. So immediately GMB said it, I had already encompassed the vision. It was like I went around the vision and I took it in. So I didn't need any further preaching. I said, I'm going in, and I just did it. I did for my husband. I said, look, you're inside this thing with me. And I can assure you that it has been a beautiful journey. And it just keeps getting better. Can you imagine something that you're inside? It just keeps getting better and better. How do you feel about that? Yeah. It's worth staying, right? It's worth staying with. Yeah, it's worth staying with. So, discipline and focus is very, very vital. It's very, very important. You must stand out. There's something I tell the billionaires. One of them is here. That's the name of my team. Another one is there. You know, I tell them so. I know many other ones are not here because they're waiting for the delivery. They say, don't worry, when you finish, you come back, we'll be happy. So one of the things I tell them is that you don't just make things happen by chance. Basically, you have to craft it. You have to work it. You have to tell yourself, I'm not here to waste my time. See, let me just tell you something. If you're in this business with your leg like this and you're still thinking, maybe I should do this one, I should do that one, I should do that one. Let me just advise you right now, Ellie. Just discover the one that you like and go for that one. I don't believe in splitting energy. I don't believe in being here and there and there. No, I'm not talking about, I'm a lawyer by training. I still do my law work, okay? But I'm talking about having focus in what you want to do. You want to achieve something, stay with that thing. Don't allow another person to come and sell you an idea and distract you. And without knowing, you're like, okay, maybe because you're looking for quick fix, you're looking for money, or you're looking for whatever. That money is here. And you can get it, and a lot of it, with all the things that come with it. I see a lot of people, they come in, and in a short while, they're distracted. Don't be distracted. Even if you want to do other things, give yourself a target. You can say for the next 5 years, I'm going to put all my energies in this business opportunity, and I'm going to see how it goes. Then when I'm done with this, you must aspire to reach the apex. You know what I mean by the apex? The zenith of the thing. You don't say, if I come second, it's good, but aim for the first. Who's with me? That's the attitude. That kind of attitude will put you to the top. There's some people that are sleeping on it, it's never going to put you to the top. You will not be glad for other people. How many people want to be glad for other people? Let me tell you, do you know that we can have up to 1,000 people, number one?
Yes.
You can have 1,000 people as top, what? Sapphire, whatever, emerald. You can have 1,000 people there. You can. Who says you cannot? Is there any law that says you cannot be there? How all of us here just be all the sapphire is here? You cannot be all of us be all the sapphire that people need. And P1 is not afraid to give 1,000 people 1,000 cars.
They can.
Yeah, sorry.
They can.
Yes, they can. They're not afraid to give people, what's the other thing again? Blah, blah, 1.5 million, all those 0.5, all those million things. They're not afraid. I mean, so you're in the business. Don't say, I'll just be in the business. The worst thing I hate when I hear people that say things like, because I made up my mind to wire myself differently. So when you come close to me, you get some of the vibes. Yeah, am I correct? You get some of the vibes. So if I see that you're not vibing at the same level, I'll just give you space first because you know, yeah. Don't come in with the mentality of let me just settle assistant manager. The people that are the emerald, do they have 4 heads?
Oh.
The same one head. Aspire to get there. And it is possible. The fact that you're seeing it, the fact that somebody is explaining it, bringing it to bear for you, means that it is attainable. And look, let me tell you, it does not respect qualification. It does not, as long as you are walking the path. If you're doing the right things. Somebody said successful people are those that like to do what other people don't like doing.
That's true.
Successful people are those people. Pick them, you will see them. All the things that other people don't like doing, that's what they do. For instance, they don't know how to wake up in the morning and set their intention for the day. They don't know how to say, like, don't sleep on me, no sleeping. Am I that boring? Please don't sleep on me, I beg you. So, it's not possible for you to, what was I saying again? Successful people do what other people don't like doing. For instance, the unsuccessful person, you tell him let's go for inspection. You say let's do it tomorrow. He's always looking for convenience. You don't get there with convenience. You can look very calm, very collected, very everything on the outward, but you have to be rugged on the inside. You have to do what you want, and you have to go for it. You have to go for it. And when I say go for it, until you finish, you're not resting. Until you finish, you're not resting. And everyone that can hear the sound of my voice today, I want to tell you that there's a giant in you. I want to tell you that. Like, truthfully, there is. Or maybe nobody has woken that up yet. But there is a giant in you. Don't pass through this side of eternity unnoticed without impacting the number of people. See, chairman and GMP, they have done so much. They have impacted lives. I mean, people agree.
Yeah.
They are still impacting. This, what we are seeing today, is part of the result. Me, I'm part of the result. Those two powerful, beautiful couple made up their minds to impact lives, and they are that journey. What are you doing? What are you doing? How many people are you going to impact? You say, I don't know what to impact. Impact them with the business. Do you understand? Impact them. There's something Happy said. Happy said, when they need money, I think there's something he said, recruit people that need money like you, or people that need it even more than you. I just typed, I said, that's a good content. Who needs money? Sign up. So I just did it while I was at the back. So if you can't impact them, if you don't know how to impact them, impact them with the business. Share the business opportunity with them. Share the business opportunity with them. By God's grace, when they gave us the target for, I think, 5 PDOs every month, I always like to make my own more. Do you understand? Because I saw the opportunity in the plan, and I said, you know what? I think I want to do more than 5. And I started practicing. How do I do that without having to overwork? Because you know what I mean. I think, you know, a champion is not the one that after they've given him the trophy and the belt, he's dying. That's not a real champion. A real champion is the one that is carrying the belt but he's still standing. Not the one that he has the belt, he's carrying but he's dying. Then the one that he beats is still up. Who understands the picture? Yes. The champion has to carry that belt up, still standing, not dying. So I told myself that Monthly, if this is what I'm going to do, I want to be able to do it with ease. I don't believe in hustling. And the reason why I don't believe it is because I know there's a better way. Have you ever heard that the race is not to be sweet?
Yes. Nice.
It's not by muscle,
Yes.
it's by inside. What is inside? So I want to ask you today, what do you have on the inside of you? You have gold on the inside of you. Gold is on the inside of you. You may not have known it, nobody might have told you. But you have pure gold inside of you. And you can shine that gold. Shine it until it comes out and everybody can see the beauty of that gold. You can see the beauty of that gold. I was reading something and I was studying successful people and I discovered that most of them operate from the standpoint of rest. Like, if the hardest workers were the richest people, the wheelbarrow man should have a lot of money. But somebody just sits in his office and just signs, just signature. And the color of his account just changes. Like the color just from red to green, like amber green. See amber, like emerald green. So you begin to think that life is so unfair. Why is it like that? This guy has been toiling all day. Nothing. This other man sits in his office and he appends just a signature. And the AC, the thing just goes one notch higher. You know, the music has, if it was playing jingle bells, suddenly it starts playing jazz. On its own. The music just changed. Like, you're not wondering what happened. It's about what you have inside. I'm not always very impressed with outward things. You know, build your inside very strong. Be a knowledgeable person. Be informed. Do you understand? Go for something that will add to you. When you add value to yourself purposefully, intentionally, you make up your mind, I'm going to add value. I'm going to add value. When you add value to yourself, automatically, you don't have to do anything. You're going to begin to bring to you the things that you have to see. But let me tell you what other people are doing. They are there, they're not adding anything to themselves, they are complaining, they're saying nobody's coming, the way they were in January is the way they are still today, they talk the same, they complain, they have not learned, or maybe they have learned, they don't put it to work, they don't implement it. They are still the same person they were in January. And now this is September, and they're saying, I don't know why this thing, I don't know why this thing. Don't say that. Don't say that because you have not made any effort on your part. No effort yet on your part. People can sense when you're a person of value. You haven't to know that. When you have something, you don't even, I don't believe in blowing your trumpet. When you come in, you just look. Right? When you come in, first of all, they have a perception about you. That's your perceived value. Then when they experience you, by talking with you, interacting with you, they discover your intrinsic value. They discover this person is sound. And I don't mean book sound, I don't mean bookworm sound. I mean understanding of how life works sound. And you discover, like, okay, let me give you an example because it looks like I'm talking theory. So, like, I have a certain target to meet with respect to, let's talk about recruitment, right? We're talking about the PWAN business. So, this is 8th of September, right? From day 1 of September, from day 1, I'll have people call me and say, I want to register. What do I need to register? I want to give you an example so you understand what I'm saying. Like, if you bring my phone now, even this morning, somebody called me and said, my name is Kelechi, from Owerri. Please, I I do real estate. I want to register with you. I said, where did you see my person? Facebook. I said, where? He said, a long time ago, but just remember it. And please, you tried to call me yesterday. I said, okay. Last night before I slept, somebody from the UK registered. I didn't even know. I was so busy during the day. I now checked my phone. I saw his, you know when somebody pays it, he sent me his evidence of payment. I said, what? He paid 52,650. But I'm talking to you now, I already have 4 people. 4 people have read. So if they're saying 5 people, I've already reached 5 percent. Before the report has finished. Amazing. But I couldn't do that before. Because I was not ready. You know, when Jesus, sorry, I'm a preacher too. Sorry, I'm a preacher as well. So when Jesus was born and, you know, he had a ministry, he needed to feel and all that. He didn't just go out into ministry, right? Sure. There was a training period where he trained with the animals, trained, do you understand? Then when he was ready, he came out. And everything he did, every single thing he did, everything he touched, everything that had his power or influence on that thing, changed. You have that same potential, but you're not just using it. And I'm here to announce it to you today. Start using it now today. First of all, recognize it, then start using it. Start using it. Start using it. It's possible that it can be in your house. You can be doing all that with people are ready to speak. I know that a lot of people are used to, let me do list, let me call. Do you understand? I have to call 5 people. We have 5 here, start to sit down. The way I am right now, I need to only spend, and it's getting better, okay? It's getting better. I will not always like this. I only need to spend 5 minutes with you to talk about this opportunity for you to understand it and take it. If I talk to you 5 minutes, you don't understand it, you don't take action, I leave you. In a cooler first, I'll say come out, but I'll move on. But I see some people, they want to recruit 5 people, 10 people, whatever. They have finished like 400 naira credit for 1 person. It's not going to register. How many people have experienced that? The one you talk and talk and talk and talk. How many people have experienced that? Let me know whether I've been doing this, but I experienced like that. Have you experienced it? How many people have experienced it? Because I need to know that I'm not wasting it.
All areas.
If you have experienced it, can you put your hand up? Let me know that I'm not talking about people's heads. Okay, how many people have not experienced it? Okay, that means everything I'm saying, you're not. I'm talking over your head. How many people have experienced what I'm saying? Let me see your hand up so that I know that I'm not wasting it. Okay, thank you so much. If you have never experienced it, can I see your hand? Thank you. So, is it right for me to say that you're new? Are you new?
Yes.
Okay, how many of you are new?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. How many people are new? Put your hands together for them. There's so many. Oh my goodness. Have I been talking over your head? I'm so sorry. I thought I was talking to you. So sorry. But, well, you're getting value, right? And you're getting something good. So there was a time I would spend time talking to somebody or, you know, explaining. Even in sales. Even in sales. You know, there's those kind of sales that you have to pursue, run after, do everything. At the end of the day. But there's one that is as though you have invisible legs that are carrying you. And even the results, you'll be looking at it, you'll be looking at yourself, you're wondering, like, I don't understand. Yeah. So that tells you that all these things you're seeing that look very far-fetched can be brought very close to you. And I'm a living testimony that you're seeing me in my life. And I'm not yet attained. I'm still learning like you. I'm still learning. I'm not, do you understand? I'm not arrived. From the little that I know, I'm sharing with you. That it is possible. You can have your recruitment on autopilot. See, somebody say, how? I just explained to you that I have 2 people already for as of today. I did not talk to them. In fact, from the first of this month till now, I've always had one engagement or the other. That I can't say that I really sat down to, okay, okay, hey, so what are the people that I want to register? Let me look at them. Okay. I've not really had that time.
So how do you...
Because of what I have done before. Okay? Yeah, so don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong by thinking that I'll just be sleeping on my bed. Somebody from Angel will just bring somebody to come and register. No, it's not Angel. Angel will do his part, but I did my part, which was to set up the business. Do you understand? So that even when I'm sleeping, when I'm doing other things, do you understand? People are constantly seeing value from me. Somebody say value. People go to where they are learning something. If you look at my Facebook page, before, when I didn't really know much, I would put a lot of P1 flyer, put it everywhere. I just use my stories now for P1 things, okay? P1 flyer. But the more I was using P1 flyer, my Facebook wall started looking like P1 billboard. So people don't even know me. Because they're seeing P1 flyer in my own, P1 in your own, P1, as in, why should I deal with you? I've seen it in 5 people's zone. So I learned that people need to know me. People need to perceive that I'm a person of value. People need to know that I'm a person of value for them to even call me and say, you know what? I want to do this. So you know what I started doing? I started posting value. I talk about everything and anything that concerns people. I talk about prosperity. I talk about wealth. I talk about real estate. I talk about law things. I talk about so many things. I became like a go-to person. You understand what I mean? Yeah. So if you go to my page now, you won't, apart from my Facebook story where you see all the P1 flyers and all that, what you're going to see mainly in my wall is value. Maybe a statement that will make you be thinking. I'll be wondering, this lady, who is she? A lot of people call me, chat me in my messenger saying, I want to know you. I want to be your friend. Can you imagine that? I mean, not all those bad people. You understand what I mean? All those people are just looking for trouble. I mean, like a responsible person saying, I want to know you. Can you mentor me? Can I be your friend? Can you teach me how to do business? And I'm wondering, why do you think I can teach you? Because they have, do you understand? They have experienced me. And they have seen that I am a person of value. So when in September, I see people on their own without any pressure on my part. I didn't call them. Because some of them have to ask you, what's your name? Where did you see it? And they're telling me, I say, okay, no problem. I'll send it to you. And if I don't send it quick, they're saying, please can you send it? It wasn't always like that. But I kept on adding to myself. I know it's sounding like, it's not magic. It's discipline. How do you use your mind? Some people use their minds for the worst things, for the wrongest things. They use their minds to worry. They use their mind that God gave them to complain. They use their marvelous mind to compare. They use their mind to judge other people. You're not applying your mind correctly if you're doing all those things. If you're doing it before, now stop it. But today, use your mind to create. Say create. Create. Say create. Create. Use your mind to do things that will move you forward. Everything in a human body is in the body of a horse. Do you know that? Everything in a human being's body. If you bring a horse, no horse that it is to ride. It's on the horse, right? You don't know. The horse has eye now. He has nose. He has mouth. He has everything inside the human being's body. Horse can reproduce, right? Horse, they can reproduce and have baby horses. Lions, dogs, all those things can do everything human beings do. Am I correct? But there's only one thing they don't have. Who can tell me? Internet. Who can tell me?
So.
So internet, what again? Intelligence. Sense of reason. Okay. What did you say again?
They don't have a mind.
Put your hands together for her. She got it. They don't have a mind. They don't have a mind. Have you ever seen, dog does not have mind. Cat does not have mind. Horse does not have mind. It's only man that has mind. So the question you should ask yourself is, why does man have mind and other animals don't have mind? And man has been given dominion over every other thing and is the one in charge. That means if I'm going to be in charge of other things, I also need to be in charge of my life, my business, my everything you're involved in, right? So why are you not using it? And how do you be in charge of those things? Not like complaining. You come into somebody's house and the person is complaining, you're not in charge. Do you understand? You use your mind to create possibilities. For instance, when Kabi was explaining to us Emerald Manager, I was seeing myself like, wow, that would look nice. When he said ambassador in the name, I said, wow, it just sounds nice to me. I don't know when he said that, what did you think? Did you say, oh, that would also be good for me? Or when he said that, did you say, it's what we like, so down with them, those people that are in front. You were at the back, where the yes. You don't do that. What's short? Change yourself. Use the opportunity. Leverage on the opportunity. Become a better version of you. What you're doing is network marketing. You know what you're selling? People think we're selling, for the product, we're selling land, right? We're selling real estate. For the network marketing, you know what you're selling? You can't tell me what you're selling. Tell me.
Value.
Yes, but what kind of value?
Opportunities. Okay.
Opportunity. Financial. Because I told you before. Okay, so as a network marketer in P1, you're actually selling financial freedom. That's what you're selling. You're selling financial freedom. You're selling value. That's value, right? That's what you're selling. So if you find yourself talking to somebody and you're telling the person 52,650 or whatever, I think that's 7,650, 1,650, and you're busy harping on the amount, you're not selling. You're telling him something. You're marketing. Marketing doesn't get people to sign up. Selling gets them to sign up. What do you mean by selling? You tell them what they want. Everybody wants money, right? Who does not want money? Everybody wants money. Tell them. I'm an ambassador of financial freedom. And what better time to sell financial freedom than now? Right? Yes. What better time to sell financial freedom than now? Anybody needs extra money. There's a medical doctor I recruited in my team. That one to came like protocol. It was in March or so. And she just called me one afternoon and said, Oma, that thing you have been sending to me, now I want to register. I said, okay, no problem. I sent her, she registered. A month after, she made sales as in successions.
Wow.
She's a medical doctor in Abia State teaching hospital. She sold that lush city in Aba. She sold multiple times. And she came back to me and said, Mama, you didn't explain it very well that time. See, they've been owing us since 18 months. Imagine what I've been able to get in less than how many months. That's changing lives, right? She told me, said, Mama, for the first time after a long time, I'm able to take my family to do photo shoot. On my birthday, I was able to take my family. Do you understand? On our wedding anniversary, my mother was going to ask me, what are we doing? What's going to are following us from church now? When we get to what are we going to give them? She had already made arrangements for outdoor catering. The man didn't know. How was she able to do that? She had money. Are you seeing the ripple effect of the impact of your business? I've had a lady who signed up with me who was always having complaints about some things happening at home. I said, leave the man, because if he hasn't give you, maybe he's working on it, but before you die, come and do this one first. So you don't die of hypertension. Today her story has changed. Her children are in the best of schools. In my team, in my very team in this business. One day in church, she just called me. She bought a very beautiful handbag for me. I said, it's not my birthday. She said, you don't even know what you did for me. I was literally crying. I have so many of them. So many of them. That's impact, right? to that time where she was never happy. Because the beautiful thing about P1 is that you just keep getting better, right? So you just keep growing. There's no stagnation. In life, there's nothing like stagnation. It's either you're growing or you're disintegrating. So there's no such thing as I'm just left. If you're level, you're going down. If you think I'm just okay, you're actually going down because there has to be movement. It's either upward or downward. That's why complacency, being complacent, being just generally okay, just there, is not a good thing. When you find yourself just there, just know that you're going down small, but you don't know. You need to go up. And the only way to keep going up is to keep aspiring. Do you understand? When you have hit this one, go for higher. You don't have to wait for anybody to even set anything for you. You set your own targets. Do you understand? You do this one, you say to yourself, this month I'm going to recruit one person. You walk towards it. What must I do? There's one lady I just recruited in Port Harcourt. That's another day school. That lady, I don't know if you saw that Port Harcourt picture they sent on the groups recently. They had a seminar. Most of those people there, this lady mobilized all of them. How did I meet her? Social media. So, I shared the culture. I didn't call her. I just sent her the messages. And then one afternoon, she calls me and she's like, I'm in your Port Harcourt office. Please speak with so and so. I spoke with the guy there. And I said, no, she wants to register. I said, okay, go ahead and register. She said, give me your details. I gave her my details. That same day, she went for inspection. The following day, she came for inspection. By the time I knew, she has created a WhatsApp. By the time I knew, she was like, oh my God, morning, afternoon, like, oh my God, give me that, give me. Even me, I was like, wow, I'm people like this. The last meeting they had in Port Harcourt, most of the people that were mobilized were came from. You know what? Because I also programmed myself. I said, you know what? I don't want to be recruiting. I want to be recruiting superstars. God, please give me superstars. Even if the superstars are not evident at that first time, please give me people that will catch this thing. And because I've been saying it, God has been giving me those people. Because I should have gone to Port Harcourt office and just done my thing, right? Because I had made an impact. My chats were valuable. Do you understand? I had,
Firing.
No, not firing. I had given her something that, something that she wants to stay with me. I can have two people tell me about different things. But I was like, same thing, same money, but I want to stay with you. Because there's something she's seeing without even knowing that that's the thing that is driving her to me. And what I chatted is not speaking in tongues, it's English, it's not a very simple thing. But there's a personality that you must build to do the business right. If you have the self-image of 100,000 and you're running for 1 million, if you want to get to 1 million, you have to wire yourself, become the person that can get 1 million. That is why I remember when I was coming for these trainings at the beginning, when we had the likes of Solesi, the man that was to do our PDO training, those top trainers. Every time I'll come, they'll say things like, "You're never going to an expensive hotel. Go there, even if it means go there and buy one." You know why? Because you have to get used to the lifestyle of somebody that is earning that 1 million. So a lot of people want to earn that much, but they have habits or lifestyle of a 5K person. Is that not frustration? What will you ever get there? Your lifestyle is the lifestyle of a 20K person. Then in your mind, I want to do 1 million. For you to be able to get to 1 million, you can, but you need to upgrade the programming so that you can match the goal. If the programming is like this, it's like if I want to dial down his number. I can only dial down his number and get down if I call down his line. If I call Mr. Ewa's line, expecting to hear from Danny, will I ever get that? So if your goal is Danny, 1 million, and you're calling Mr. Ewa, it's not 20K, but just Mr. Ewa, you're never going to get to Danny. In any case, real estate is a high-end product. afford to appear less. Imagine just wearing t-shirt and saggy jeans, or your hair is not properly made or something, and you're going to tell somebody about pineapple. The person is like, okay, oh, really? Thank you. Okay, can I have your number? Thank you very much, I'll call you. He's not calling you back. But even if you don't have all the words to say, but you present yourself in a way that, do you understand? Somebody will say, okay, this one is even worth selling something that amount. Easy. Or easier. So I've said so many things in between. I didn't really have a slide or whatever, but I was supposed to just come and share my heart with you. And I want to tell you that you're in a good place, and that you make your bed how you want it to be. Nobody is against you, right? Nobody is trying to pull you down, whether at home or anywhere. There's no such thing. Forget it. Forget it. Use your mind properly. You hear what I said? Use it properly. It's a creative thing God gave you. Use it to paint the picture of the future. Use it to paint the picture of that tomorrow. Now, paint it now. Don't wait until tomorrow. Some people are saying, when I get tomorrow, I'll paint it. No. Paint the picture now and live in that dream. Live in that dream now. Dress for the job. Do you understand? Wake up in the morning. Smile at yourself in the mirror. Say, I am blessed. Today, great news is coming to me. I'm going to receive phone calls that are going to make me happy. You say that to yourself. When you say that to yourself, you are rewiring yourself. Do you understand? Not when you wake up in the morning like, I don't even know all this. Say things that will lead you to the future you want to get to. And I tell you, when they were one of the center leaders was asking me the other day, how are you able to do some of the things you do? Please, can you tell me? Okay, I don't really have anything to tell you about them. I tell you what I do every day. Very simple habits. Very simple. I read a book one time, and the book says that you don't imitate success by watching how does she sit, how does she drive, how does she do her hair. All those things are not it. It's what is on the inside. And wisdom for that person who wants to emulate that person that has been able to do something he or she wants to do is to look beyond the outward and see who the person really is on the inside. Because what has made the person get to that place is not the outward thing. It's not the way people say, how do you do your adverts? All the PWAN seminars and training is all about strategy. Everything they're teaching you, do your Facebook adverts, do your Instagram, everything. It's all strategy. But your success in the business is 95% mindset and only 5% strategy. That's the trick. That is why you don't have a lot of people, like when GMB gave us that target to hit 5 people every month. I was expecting to see like 55 people, 100 people, or just few people. I'm like, oh, this is so easy. But all the time when we go for seminars, we're learning strategy. Post on Facebook, do this, Facebook ad. Yes, all those things are good. But you see, if you don't have the mindset of a champion, if you don't have the mindset of somebody that says, I'm going to post this ad, and guess what? I'm expecting 10 people from here to talk to me, and I'm going to sign up 5. If you don't have that wiring inside, you'll not be spending money. So the best thing is that if you don't have the wiring, maybe work on yourself to believe that fact. That if I'm going to send out a post, a friend of mine, practicing this thing I'm telling you, she's doing another kind of business, but also like high end. She sent out a post, one post in one day. She signed up 80 people. 80 people. I'm not telling you a story. I'm telling you something that happened in real life. It's not real estate she does, but it's something like what we're doing. 8. And the sign up was not all this 1,000, all this more, like the high end kind of sign up. So the person has been asking myself this. It's possible. It's not 8. 80 people, almost 100. Hey. Then when you now tell the lady, please come up here, let me even see whether I have 7 hairs. No, you're some smallish person that has 3 hairs, and you're like, what? How did you do it? Outside looks small and slim and everything, but inside, she has a diamond-shaped self-image. She believes in herself. Not believing yourself in a proud way, believing in an absolute way, like no guesses, no maybe, no, she absolute, like she believes that. I'm going to post it, I'm going to lovingly communicate with you that are going to come across to me outside. So if somebody can do that, why not you? So I'm challenging, not everybody, some people, maybe these things I'm saying, like, I'm not even finished understanding the business, you're challenging me. It's not for your class. Later, you will understand. But those of you that I'm talking to, who want more? This is free. This is free. Make yourself strong. Read. How can you do this because you're not knowledgeable? Read to improve yourself. What is happening? I didn't say newspaper. I don't have a reading Buhari and all. Not Buhari, I said. Read things that will add to you. That will add to you. Expand your mind. Understand how things work. My pastor said one day, when you're born, your parents are responsible for what your face looks like. When you grow older, you are responsible for what your face looks like. Whether it's white now or dark, it's you that made it like that. So also your life. Your life is a book. It's a story you're telling. Tell the right story. This PWAN business, fantastic opportunity to tell a beautiful story. And one beautiful thing about it, like I said, is that put your heart in it, it's going to spill over to other things about you. So how many people are going to dare to do it? How many people are going to do it? Sometimes you say, dare to believe what? Please, you know what I'm going through. I know. But you have to believe. We live in two worlds. As we're seeing ourselves, like inside this room, there are human beings. I don't know how many we are here, but there are more things in this room than you can see. There are more things in the room now that you cannot see in these two rooms. Like angels. Some of us came with angels. You can't see them with this. These eyes are not designed to see angels. Except God grants you. You understand? But there are other things in there that you cannot see. So we live in two worlds. And that world that is not seen, I know I'm sounding spiritual, but any success, mentoring or anything that is not based on spiritual principles is not complete. That's my opinion. Anybody's teaching you principles of success and the root is not spiritual principles based on God's word, my opinion is that it is incomplete. And if it's incomplete, it will work for you for a while and to stop. But if it's based on principles, spiritual principles as enshrined in God's word, it will come to stay. It will last. It will last. So I came here to wake up the giants in you as much I can on this very hot afternoon. And I want to encourage you, keep at it, okay? Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep at it. Keep at it. Many of you, as I was talking, I have no idea all the things I said. I didn't plan. I just said when I come here, I'm just speaking from me. I have no idea. Maybe when I watch the recording, I'll be like, oh, did I say that? But I tell you, some people are actually picking things you don't even know as they are sitting in you right now. When you go out, you're going to display. You're going to display. You just see yourself, you just close one deal this week.
Sure.
You just close one, it will just be like one, it's not like by the side, or it's a deal. Have you ever been there? Just by the side kind of thing, it's a deal. You will. Why? Because you're listening. And you're not listening with your ears, you're listening with your heart. When it gets in there, it will control your heart. And pick up the phone at the time you should pick up the phone. You will make that call at the time you're supposed to make the call, not when the man is let his phone. You will call it when he needs his phone. And if his wife needs to help him make a decision, you will call at the exact time that the wife will be there to discuss it. There'll be synchrony.
Wow.
Do you understand? There'll be synchrony. Events will not be scattered. If you call at the right time, you get to the right time. So that is it. So thank you very much for having me. That is the much I'm going to share with us today. And I wish you success. You're going to do great things, no doubt. And you're going to do great things, I tell you. Everybody here today, you are going to do great things. And this is going to be fantastic for you. You know that it's going to be fantastic. I tell you. Because you heard my story of the Christians talking without knowing they're following me up. We're going to have 8. As long as you're putting in the effort, alright? Not sleeping and then you just call you. Putting in the effort before now, you're going to have effortless the business is going to be so easy for you. That is the business is not come to give you stuff already. It didn't come to make you that you are fair before the black. If you're doing it like that, the combination is wrong. You're not getting the combination right. It's not supposed to give you stuff ahead. You will only do that if you have not understood the coding. When you understand the coding, which is I'm supposed to operate from the standpoint of ease, and I'm supposed to operate from the standpoint of knowledge and grace. Like I told you, I'm not spending more than 5 minutes with you telling me about the opportunity. What do you need more than 5 minutes for? I mean, what am I going to tell you outside 5 minutes? I've not said in the first 5 minutes here. Apart from wasting my credit. I mean, but think about it. 5 minutes max. If you're not made up your mind, it's okay, wait for you, go to the door. Next person. In a very kind, polite way. And then there are those that while you're talking 3 minutes, they're already here. So if you have any question, I'm here for you to ask any questions. If you want to ask me a question, please ask and I'll answer them as much as I can. Those of you at the back, did you hear me at all? I think you're waving me. You're waving me. Babylonian, you're waving me. They didn't give me microphone now, so okay, so do you have any questions? Any question? Ask me any question. Yes.
And if you want someone to register as a PWAN, what